We start here tonight. In just an hour, the Mecklenburg County Commissioners will vote on a possible new transportation authority.
This is tied to the 1-cent sales tax that's supposed to be on the November ballot. WCNC Charlotte's Walker Lawson joining us live in Loso tonight. Walker, you're hearing mixed reviews ahead of this vote tonight.
Absolutely, Colin. That's right. We are hearing mixed reviews, some saying that they are not satisfied. But again, in just an hour, they will be taking public hearing from people about the creation of this new transit authority. If approved, the Metropolitan Public Transportation Authority, or MPTA, would control how the new tax revenue is spent. 60% would fund transit projects like buses and light rail. 40% would go toward roadway improvements across Mecklenburg County. But critics like Robert Dawkins of Action NC are less focused on the money and more on who will be sitting on that authority.
For them to sign off on creating a board that we do not think is equitable and represents most people in the community.
Now, most of the seats will be decided by commissioners and city council. Months ago, leaders announced they would require each of those bodies to make one of their appointments someone who does rely on public transit, which would be 2 out of 27 seats.
We're going to stay within the framework that's been set out in the legislation. That's been agreed to by every manager and the county and the towns. And so we have to make sure we stay within that framework. With that said, it is important for us to make sure that there are active users, those who ride, whether it's bus, light rail, and we want to make sure that they're a part of that authority.
But that goes away if no one qualified applies.
The city and the county both are, trying to pay us some lip service by saying, hey, we put together a memorandum of understanding so that a person that's a rider can serve on the board. Well, that memorandum of understanding still doesn't fix the fact that the law only lets a certain class of people serve on the board. You have to have experience.
Well, coming up tonight at 6, you'll also hear from Action NC about their concerns regarding safety on this project. Reporting in Loso, Walker Lawson, WCNC Charlotte.
Walker, thank you so much.